Hi everyone, this is Eric Pennington. Welcome to the Epic Living blog. I'm coming to you today in our post to speak about the idea of team. I was reading an article in Forbes this week, and it basically was describing how many senior leaders in corporate organizations are really not all that interested in creating great teams in their organization. Now, I don't know if they actually got that directly from those leaders, or it was basically a survey done of the structure of the groups and how people were responding to different questions. But in the end, the article was implying that really senior leaders are not as concerned about it as maybe we thought they were. And in a tough environment that we live in these days economically, you can understand why maybe the bigger goals, the bigger issues in front of many senior leaders are how do we make more money and how do we cut more costs. Ironically though, building great teams are the things that lead to greater profits and keep expenses down. It's really kind of a strange dichotomy. But in the end, it's really not a big interest. Well, I wanted to take a moment and describe to you what I believe simply what a team is, especially in this case in a business environment, be it small or large. And really it comes down to this. A team is really not a team. There really isn't such a thing as a team until the individual desires of the members of the team are smaller than the actual vision and goal of the organization. Because oftentimes you can get a room of senior leaders together and you can agree that we want to increase customer satisfaction by 20%. But does sales and HR and marketing, are they all on the same page? Or do they walk out of that room with different agendas, different directives, different desires? Maybe they heard one thing when another heard another, if you know what I mean. And that's a danger. I really believe that your best teams, and maybe in this case looking at the sports analogy, are those where each player knows their role and they know what they're there to do to help move the team to the accomplishment of that goal. Obviously easier said than done, but I think in many, many ways it does start with defining what team is before we get into the marketing and before we get into the goal setting and strategy planning. I hope this has helped you a little bit as it relates to the idea of teamwork, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next go around. Thanks for tuning in.